kinds of people we're looking at here. Two different situations. If we both walked onto a plane, I would be the pilot, you would be a passenger. I am an innovator. You are an imitator. I'm a leader. You are a follower. I am a winner, and all of you are losers.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Exit stage left, exit stage right. There is no place to run. All the fuses in the exit sign have been burned out.
Now I'm the one doing the challenging.
And starting this moment from now, from this moment on, this will be the moment, starting now, of the genesis of the Professors of Wrestling. I'm Dave.
I'm Dorrian.
And we are the
Professors of Wrestling.
Yes, and this is a podcast that we just talked about, 2-3 weeks ago?
Yeah. We just wanted to do something in our spare time. We go to wrestling anyway. Might as well make a podcast about it.
Yeah, and promote what is the stuff we love. And so we are going to be talking about the local regional wrestling that we'll drive to. I think we have to set up like a geographical distance, like how far we'll drive.
Douglas, Georgia, I think is
Douglas, that's in a couple weeks. But so we're covering stuff that's in like South Georgia, North Florida area, the southeastern, western part of the state, and it has become. I'm a wrestling fan back from the '90s, and just come back to the fold.
I am a wrestling fan from the 2000s, and I'm still in the fold.
It's the fold, yeah. So, and it's one of the things we do. We're college professors.
That we are.
And it's one of the things we can go to, and we can be total jackasses at. And
no one knows us.
Yeah, exactly. So, until now. But anytime or any point you want to reach out to me, my Twitter handle's hey_snowflake. What's yours, Dorrian?
It's D2Baber.
So, reach out, let us know what you want to think. This is... I think we was talking to somebody who's like, well, how is yours going to be different than the other wrestling podcasts? There is a ton of wrestling podcasts out there.
For sure.
And not everyone's talking about spine busters.
At all.
SWA, what is the, I got to look at it. Southeastern Championship Wrestling. Or Sunbelt P.O.S.E. Wrestling, which has got some big long-ass names that I can't remember.
Progressive Organized Sports Entertainment.
So yes, well they just changed it last night.
Yeah, my bad. It was a good night.
So yeah. We were expecting to go to Sunbelt, and it ended up being P.O.S.E. I missed the acronym.
More curtains.
So each week, or I don't know if it's going to be weekly or not. It depends. After each wrestling thing, we'll do a breakdown and we'll talk about
what went on,
and critiquing it, bringing it live. I think we got some hot takes, as they say in the sports world.
Some serious hot takes. I'm upset with some people.
And I think for fun stuff, we need to review the nachos at each one of these events.
Pavo nachos are so far top number one.
Number one, that is the Mount Everest
of nachos to get.
Correct, exactly. So, anything else, Dorrian? I don't know.
Nah.
I think the first one's always going to be a little awkward.
A little bit, Ease it in.
It's like that sounded kind of rude, but there. So, that's who we are, how to reach us. There'll be links in the show notes on all that fun stuff. But this week, we want to talk about P.O.S.E. because we just went to that one just the other day. And what was that one? What was the title of that one? It was...
Revelation?
Revelation was the name of that one, so that's why the name of this episode. But let's start off by talking about the P.O.S.E. Wrestling Revelation show last night.
It's great. It's great that Sunbelt is now just P.O.S.E. I think we walked into it not knowing where we were going to be, but
yeah.
We got P.O.S.E. Hate Club. Hate.
Right. It's like a take on the Dave Chappelle show, like the I'm a hater.
How much can I hate?
Right.
And I mean, they came out strong, Stunt Marshall. Who's going to really stop him right now? He's going out there every single night, taking on competition, and the Hate Club is strong. No one's stopping him. And then Johnny Romano, of all people, decides to come out and stop him.
I didn't understand the Johnny Romano rant. I think, to be honest, that's a character that's always confused me.
I can understand that. Is he the pop star? Is he really from the 90s?
Yeah.
What's going on with him?
Like, is he effeminate or is he like a strong machismo thing?
He talked a lot about family, but, definitely wasn't family oriented last night, throwing trash.
No, I believe I called him out and made sure we made eye contact and referred to him as a litter bug. I know that's pretty strong, harsh language around, like, you were, the kids that were around us.
But, he was popping off, and Stunt Marshall wasn't having it.
No.
Then, the owner came out, had to ban Stunt Marshall, and out of all things, gives Cameron Jackson a 2-on-1 handicap match.
I want to know if you're trying to be a face, you can't 2-on-1s. I think this would happen in WWE where you're having like the heels and the deficit right there in a 2-1 match. So I just question that one. Is the pop, is Johnny Romano, is he going to the dark side? Or he seemed like just more like angry dad yelling at clouds.
I think he's gotten to that age. He mentioned 15 years in the business. And, what does he have to really show for it? He's not the champion.
No.
He's not going to be the champion in the next 2 years. Tag team champions? Maybe, but he's not going to really get out there and do anything against the Hate Club.
Well, I think we're going to talk about the tag team championship belt, which I thought that was a good match.
Yeah, that was
earlier, and I don't know, could TRL be at that level?
Definitely not. The balance is there, They can't, no one's really stopping them. Southern Strong Style wasn't about that life.
No. I think that's a whole other issue with that tag team that we need to get into, but I like in the Hate Club. I like what it's bringing in. I like how it's like an us against them mentality, and I think they did a really good job of kind of building up that story.
For sure. I saw all the posts leading up into this event, and I thought, man, no wonder they called Johnny Romano trash.
Yeah. He's a litter bug, too. I just want to keep adding that.
Litter bug Romano.
Yeah.
What are they really going to do against him? I think we ran into, they even lost. They still lost.
Right.
Like, 2-on-1, you had an extra man, you couldn't beat one guy. Granted, Cameron Jackson, Hate Club.
A distraction.
It's all about it. And those women of Pavo, they're over there like, he's cheating. Come on.
That's a whole... You were wearing a Rod Grimes shirt last night.
Haters, Rod is God.
Rod is good. Rod is probably my favorite heel in the area currently right now. I thought Mr. Jackson last night was, but Rod Grimes, and I think we're getting ahead of it, is definitely the best heel for so many reasons that we're going to have to get into. Another one, heavyweight championship, was a part of the Hate Club, Mike Payne versus Stunt Marshall.
Going into it, I was like, wow, Tony Storm is gone. Maybe Payne has a little bit of a chance.
We've seen Mike Payne wrestle, Pure Goodness, correct?
Right.
And then hasn't he wrestled Tony Storm?
He has.
Okay, so we've watched him a couple times. He's a biggin.
But he can move.
Yeah, he's got speed.
I was just like, when he moves, I'm like, I don't know what he's doing. He has to gym a lot.
I think he's for a round guy. He's quick on his feet.
Yeah.
And so that one was a good match, and I think, again, Stuart, I think that's what the Hate Club does best, is they distract, take, and Mike Payne loses the belt.
He never had a shot at it. He could have never gotten it. And then, everyone coming back out at the end of the match to attack the Hate Club.
Yeah. Well, particularly Stunt Marshall, where he got, put through the table.
Right. Proves that everyone's still a hater.
Yeah.
The champion stays with the Hate Club.
I think it's such a good gimmick.
Right.
It's like the hate, and they do a really good job of making that being the heel. And bring out. I'm curious to see where Mike Payne's at. He doesn't come across as 100% face.
Puts one hand in the air, says I'm ready to wrestle.
Yeah.
And then he's done.
So we'll see. And I think pushing to that, we're talking about, again, Johnny Romano comes out. Litterbug Johnny Romano
slides into the ring.
Yeah.
It's just like, What's going on with him these days?
I don't know. I do not know. But I think probably one of the better matches on the card last night was the unification of the tag team belt.
For sure.
Between strong Southern strong style and the balance. And I think we've talked about this at previous, and we'll talk about this when we get to Spine Busters. You didn't go to Spine Busters, but they lost the belt there too. With the Spine Busters here in Valdosta.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, dropping bombs in there. I believe they call that a tease in the industry. But my beef with Southern Strong Style is they come out to individual theme songs.
Right. I mean, are you a team or are you not?
Yeah. But I think they do great things in the ring, but I'm like, bring me into like, and I'm not a Kid Rock fan too, and I'm a hater on that thing. And sometimes J2 Strong is a bit J2 long with his intro.
Yeah, 5 minutes, and I'm just sitting there like, are we going to wrestle?
Yeah.
Or are we going to dance around the ring?
Let's make it happen inside the ring there. But it was a good back and forth battle.
Really close, really close. J2 Strong, he was just an inch away from breaking up that pinfall.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they would have had it, you know?
Is this what they're building up to, is like a split between the two? Because I think on face value, when you look at that,
on face value, you have to look, and I'd say Croc is better without him.
yeah. I mean, as a tag team, do they really have the energy together? Or was it just they needed a tag team and it just kind of worked out well? So
Probably best friends, decided to work.
yeah, I mean, I see it more with the TRL and also like the balance. You see like that thing going together, but or the Punkadelics and all that, where you see that. But it just seems like it's been kind of like a square peg in a round hole.
Two different brands trying to mesh, and it doesn't really mesh at all.
And I just wonder if that's gonna cause problems down the road.
That'd be interesting coming into the summer, you know. They realize we're not the greatest partnership.
No, yeah. I think I'm interested to see where that's go. But they both put on a hell of a show.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised. On two teams that I usually don't root for, I was going for, the balance in this case. Even though they snubbed me on the shirt, that was tough.
How'd they snub you on the shirt?
They're like, we only have larges,
You're a larger man. You're an extra large. Are you 2X or XL?
I'm like a 3, but most of these shows, only Rod Grimes carries my shirt size, so I'm cool on that.
You think there's a lot of large people.
Right, you would think all the nachos that are being sold.
A lot of nitrates.
Who's really?
There's a lot of large people there. There's a lot of things we could say. All right. Anything else we want to say about P.O.S.E? I think for getting together of Sunbelt merging with P.O.S.E, creating
a very strong show. I appreciate it. I mean, intermission, usually those things drawn out, but not with P.O.S.E. They got right back into it.
And that we got to talk about what happened to intermission too.
Yeah.
Towards the end of it, we get some heartbreak with you. All right, that brings us to SWA Southeastern Championship Wrestling, which I guess they go all over like Florida, around the Pensacola area, but we go to Pavo, Georgia.
My hometown of Pavo.
It's just like we've adopted it.
Building a house, looking into houses and acres.
I think of like people. I think people don't understand is like literally. We drive. I don't know. It's like a half-hour drive for us from here. If you look on the map and you look where the Valdosta's at, we're like right 18, 20 miles from the Florida border. 3 hours south of Atlanta. 3 hours north of Tampa. 2 hours from Jacksonville. So we're in this kind of like Bermuda Triangle of like we want to get away or whatever. But like. People don't think about within that like a half hour, 45 minutes, you go into these small little towns that like this is the entertainment and you see a whole other world. And I think when we first went, we were like, oh geez, I just like keep my mouth shut. You don't know it could happen. But they've kind of like somewhat been we've become part of that culture in a lot of ways.
They say hello to us now.
Yeah. We're not interlopers. We're part of the. We come into town and ours is like I just don't want my car tires slashed or anything broken.
I'll try not to wear a Rod Grimes shirt next time.
So, but yeah, there's a people over the other side that said, oh, we have and everybody has regular spots. I shit you not on that. So, but like there's that one lady that has like Rod is God. That hangs kind of, but anyway.
Beatrice, yeah.
Beatrice. Yeah, we know by names, Dixie, Beatrice, all that stuff, which gets us to probably one of the biggest like I would say the draw for me, I'd probably say you, and probably Bill, our friend that goes with this, is Rod Grimes.
The scoundrel.
He is like They arrived in the notes. Rob Grimes, the Scoundrel, will be in attendance, and this was the one a couple weeks ago. And about he is the man of SWA, and I think we say he may not be what they want, but he's what they deserve.
For sure. I mean, there's no dispute on his accomplishments. Every time he goes into the ring, you expect a win. Who's gonna really stop?
I don't know. I love the fact he riles people up, and you want to talk about like he really knows how to get heat.
That kid.
Oh my God, he made a kid cry. He scared a kid so bad.
And I was just like, whoa, I don't know what this kid started crying, and then Rod just kept walking.
Rod does not care.
And I was just like, more power to him for keeping up the act.
Full on, totally like, kind of like, it doesn't help on an audio thing, but like lunged towards him and like you knew he was going to stop and scared that kid. And he was like, crying. And I'm like, you don't want to see a kid cry, but it was kind of funny.
A little bit
Fun. Not to be mean to kids and things like that. But, he just riled up those women. Whoo, the ladies of Pavo, as we've just learned to lovingly refer to them as.
Oh, for sure.
They're super fans.
Oh my God, where's Kyle?
And so, yeah, oh, well, and then we're getting, I mean, that's a whole other thing. But that gets into, like, when last night you were wearing your Rod Grimes shirt.
Yes, and she was like, you better take that shirt off.
Like, they don't fucking around.
Man, I love my Rod Grimes shirt. It's like the top thing I go to on the weekends.
Is it that says Rod Grimes sucks on it?
Rod Grimes sucks, and she was like, you better take that shirt off. I thought she'd be a fan. She is not.
She is a super fan, though. I mean, she's a Punkadelic super fan.
Right, and then Punkadelics, don't get too much into them. I'm not for the whole let's be happy and talk during the match.
Yeah. I mean, I think they do a good job, but I think, like, as far as, like, what they do, it's all right. But I'm a fan of Rod Grimes all the way.
All the way. I think he's going to be the champion for a minute. I don't see anyone backstage beating him.
I think he's money. People come to root against him, and when they see him, it just turns on the. I mean, it's like we've got footage we need to post up. People getting mad.
By then, we're like 4 dudes in, and those Mountain Dews drive you a little crazy.
I think what the engine, the rocket fuel that feeds the engine and Pavo is hot dogs, nachos, and Mountain Dew, and probably Doritos.
Yeah, those always help.
So it's a lot of like those together as a lethal combination of like, and you can tell they're crashing. They're hitting the sugared crash down because they sell out every time they sold out of Mountain Dew.
That's pretty exciting.
I'm not a fan of Mountain Dew, but I'm surprised that that's how much they sell. I mean, it is the equivalent of like Fago at a ICP concert, Insane Clown Posse conference. Is like Mountain Dew is a must, and you think they would learn.
Maybe they up it a little bit. I mean,
or maybe they create a false demand for it. I mean, it could be market driven there.
They almost ran out of nachos, so.
That is the nachos. I believe our friend said that they sent out a text message or a tweet saying that they ran out, and you were upset that they were not going to have nachos, and then he told them that they didn't, and then you were like almost like that kid who almost cried when they told that they were not going to have nachos.
I was. I mean, those nachos are a staple of Pavo.
So they're not. Yeah, they're not. They take care of you there, the nacho people. Tag team action in SWA, the Renegades, Dax and Maverick.
Dax the Axe, give him his biscuits,
Yeah.
And the mullet.
Well, that's not even a mullet though. That was that young lady who wouldn't shut up that was sitting next to us. I had to have a mic drop moment.
You did. I mean, I'll give it to you. You definitely shut up that heckler.
So yeah. I like to work in there. I like to see if I can make I think now my new thing is, can I make the wrestlers laugh?
Okay. We'll have to see.
I think I got them laughing at that one, and then I believe I did make Johnny Romano snicker when I called him out as a litter bug the other night.
Good plug on the litter bug.
So as a callback in the business, they call that one. But I mean, again, as a heel tag team, I think they do a good job. There's like I would say SWA. There's a big heel movement
for sure.
That's just really kind of overpowered, and it gets. I thought at the last SWA thing, like we've been there and it's been like insane. This was a little bit more tame than in the past.
What is it? Fire happened last time we were there.
Oh yeah, the dude got fireballed in his face and whatnot.
Preston, man, hopefully he's recovering by now.
And so yeah, but like the heels, like it's been like a heels day. Both I would say even for like P.O.S.E. I see you want to say P.O.S. That's like that would be my only critique of P.O.S.E. is like you just want to go P.O.S. You just leave yourself out there,
Right.
For like for low hanging fruit. I can totally make fun of your wrestling organization. So progressive,
Organized
sports entertainment. Pause as P.O.S.E, however you want to say it, but yeah, like you just kind of leave yourself out there for anyway. We're jumping back, but like both organizations have just killing it with the heel heat.
For sure, I think it started in the summer. Like this build up of what we're getting right now in this prime time of heels.
Yeah,
stealing the show happened all over the summer, and then now we're just seeing it.
And I just want to know who, like when we saw it, was the Soviet Assassin, and who else was with that one?
I'll call him the Jolly Green Giant.
Yeah, I don't know what that dude's name is, but he's like, that was a tag team that I did not. I think there had to be somebody called in sick or whatever who was supposed to wrestle.
Right.
Dax and Maverick on that one, but
card subject to change.
Yes, always the case. But like, I like to see those guys hold on to the tag team a little bit more. We know one of the Punkadelics is out with surgery.
Vinny, hopefully he gets
back quickly to do something. I don't know if they will tag team again because they lost some match. They said they will never challenge for the championships again.
Maybe Blaze has a change of heart.
Yeah. And that bleeds in. And if I'm getting ahead, jump back. What happened to Kyle?
Kyle wasn't handling wrestlers. I gotta say it. I mean, wrestlers were getting injured left and right. I mean,
the commish Kyle came in, and then now we got Blaze.
Right? He's talking to fans in between shows. I never talked to Kyle. Have you ever talked to Kyle?
Kyle was not. Weren't we at when it was Sunbelt? Didn't Kyle sit down a couple spots from us one time and didn't say anything?
At all. You think when you spend 5 months with a guy,
yeah,
he'd say hello. Tough time.
No, we're regulars.
But Blaze, hello, how are you? You enjoying the show?
He seems a little bit more focused on, what the brand and the consumer's point of view.
Right. Shout out to Rock Grimes for writing that angry letter.
Did he write an angry letter?
I think everyone, him and Kangaroo Jack.
Yeah.
Wrote an angry letter.
Yeah, did they really write it? They probably sent an email.
I mean, I feel like an angry letter works it out, but an email, cool.
They like it. They like it there. So what's up with Kyle? We don't know, but we have Blaze. So I hope Kyle's all right. I don't wish ill on Kyle.
For sure. Definitely don't wish ill. I think he's going to come back maybe over the summer.
Yeah.
Just like Kangaroo Jack. I mean, he disappeared for 2 months, I want to say, and then out of nowhere, new suit, and he's back. I think Kyle's going to come back out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Rock Grimes is going to be wrestling. Try to take the belt away from him.
We'll see. We will see. Next on our item, Tony Storm.
Storm was missing.
They keep hyping him up in all the different wrestling things.
And then the people keep saying, "Where is Tony Storm? Where is Tony Storm?" And
he was supposed to be SWA.
And then who knows? That was a rough night, I think. A lot of rain, heavy rain.
Heavy rain. I think there were some people who did not show up for whatever reason. Again, card subject to change on that. And when you're dealing with the indies, I mean, who knows? I mean, some of these dudes get injured and they don't have like the health insurance that they do. Maybe like at the higher levels, and these people got regular gigs.
Gotta take the night off.
And they're chasing their dream. Maybe gas money. I mean, it's a struggle. I mean, I give them hats off to these dudes putting out the grind, and the ladies putting out the grind out there to do that. So will Tony Storm make it back to any of these SWA, Spinebusters, and or P.O.S.E, Progressive
Organized Sports Entertainment?
Yeah, well, it's big in the notes right there. You can look over my shoulder. Anyway. So I think we're looking forward to I know he's been up north doing some stuff, following that a little bit.
I gotta hope he comes to Battlegrounds. You gotta beat the man to be the man, as Blaze once said. And I think Tony Storm may be the man to give Rock Grimes a run for his money.
I think he's the only one if he's going to come down to SWA and do that.
It's definitely not going to be Spider.
No, that guy, no, not at all. He's bantamweight. And one of the last things on the topics we cover here is your raffle streak, your raffle winning streak is over.
It came to an end. I was very sad. But I got a virtual headset last time in Pavo.
Yeah.
Got autograph, all the wrestlers' autographs and Sparks. I think I'm going to restart the roll and, change my name to the Raffler.
Yeah.
And then go out there and start flooding the market. Like, here's $10.
Yeah, you got to win it. So, but you had a good run.
I did. I got a lot of cool stuff. And now my office is filled with wrestling
memorabilia.
Shout out to us.
So yeah, sometimes you actually know the winners on that.
And they can say your name right.
Yes, that you didn't think that the first time when it was Sunbelt. All right, winding down some of the big hoo-ha wrestling matches that we are going to try to go to, barring our card subject to change too.
Yeah.
But coming up, and these are things we're going to talk about. March 16th. SWA Battlegrounds 19. So they've done 19 of these bad boys. It's going to be at Pavo at the Peacock Center. Again, March 16th. Check out Battlegrounds for SWA. March 20th, Spinebusters is putting on Most Wanted. And the VLD, the Valdezi, the Valdosta are home base at the Mathis Auditorium. That will be happening March 30th. Man, our month is going to be chock full.
Yeah, it's definitely busy.
Progressive Organized Sports Entertainment.
P.O.S.E. for short.
P.O.S.E. We're just going to call it P.O.S.E. Is going to be doing Invasion in Douglas, Georgia. I think we're thinking about heading out there.
It's not that far.
No. And that's going to be at the Central Square Complex in Douglas, Georgia on March 30th. And also, I talked about this earlier, and this is way ahead of time, but I like Fest Wrestling, which is just about like an hour and change, hour 20 or something. It runs down in Gainesville. I went down to Fest 17 last year, participated in that, and got watched all day Sunday Fest Wrestling. It was a hoot and a holler. But May 4th, Fest, the Hard Count. Oh shoot, let me say the the Hardcore Hunt 2. Say that could come across as a bit rude. So the Hardcore Hunt 2 is going to be happening in Gainesville, Florida at 8 Seconds, which is like right on University Ave. It's close towards the main drag downtown, where there's a lot of just killer bars and good foods to eat and whatnot, and a couple good record stores as well. Anyway, so those are some of the things coming up on our schedule. I don't know, you're going to that day. You said there's a Star Wars Burlesque at the Ashley Street.
Yeah,
You gotta pick your battles. Alright, I think I'm gonna be going to Fest, but you'll talk about that and I'll talk about Fest when we come back.
Sounds great. I'll have all the fun.
On that. So, you want to reach out to us, let us know what you think. I guess put a comment. We're gonna have this is gonna be on a YouTube page.
Yeah, YouTube.
And then we'll put our Twitter stuff up there.
For sure.
And then maybe we'll post it in some of the Facebook page. We have a Facebook page.
We now have a Facebook page. It is the Professors of Wrestling.
And we say that because we created it right before we recorded.
For sure, because we're not procrastinators.
No. So I guess till next time.
Peace.
Peace.